The Franciscans were founded by St. Francis of Assisi, the Dominicans by St. Dominic, the Jesuits by St. Ignatius of Loyola, and the Carmelites by Our Lady and the prophet Elijah. In the 12th century, the 1100s, there were a group of hermits that were led by Our Lady up to Mount Carmel to retreat away from the world so that way they could hear the voice of God and live in deeper communion with Him. And she led them to the same place where Elijah went to show the purity of faith of Israel before the idolatrous priests of Baal that we heard just recently in the liturgy. And so now this New Testament version of Saint Elijah, or of the prophet Elijah going forward, is now the Carmelites going up the mountain to have their faith purified and to grow in deeper communion with God through the intercession of Our Lady. And this order has given us so many great saints and devotions. Saint Simon Stock, in the year 1251, received the brown scapular from Our Lady of Mount Carmel, which he then passed along to his brothers in the order, and has now been passed down generation to generation to us. Or the great doctors of the saints, great doctors of the church, Saints Teresa of Avila, John of the Cross, and Therese of Lisieux, all Carmelites, who sought the intercession of Our Lady of Mount Carmel to grow in deeper love of God. And all of them write of the same way of going about this, which we hear in the first reading, and that is silence. Silence in the presence of the Lord. Today, so many of us, especially myself, spend so much time looking at our phones, looking at screens, that we don't take time for prayer, time for silence. But we are meant to be in silence in the presence of the Lord, to come forward to be with Him, to allow Him to speak to us, that we can hear Him call us to Himself. And so I can only imagine if St. John of the Cross or Teresa of Avila or Therese of Lisieux were here today, they would say, it's time to stop looking down to our phones, but rather to look up to the Lord, to receive the great things that He has in store for us, the things that He desires to give to us. And so this day, let us take time to be in silence in the presence of the Lord.